Yep. All extremely good choices. Robot Chicken, Corpse Bride, yeah. Ray Harryhausen stuff, yep. All right, so now it's time for the weirdest stop motion this side of Will Vinton's claymation comedy of horrors. It's Hylics with The Flying Marlin.
All right, hi everybody, my name is TheFlyingMarlin, and before we get started, I'm gonna do a quick roll call of the couch. We have...
Hello, I'm Punchy, I'm still here.
and I'm Metallama, I didn't leave.
Yeah, and we also have, appearing in proxy, a warm ham. So yeah,
We love warm ham.
All right, so without further ado, let's get the countdown started. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So this game is called Hylics. It was an indie RPG released in 2015 by a dev named Mason Lindroth, and already you can probably tell that it's pretty different from most RPGs you've probably played. This is an island which has pretty much nothing to do with the rest of the game. This character doesn't actually appear anywhere else, and all of this text is randomly generated. So we're going to start Act 1 by pulling this lever. So now we're playing as a character named Wayne, who is very relevant. He is our main character here. Wayne is apparently on a quest to fulfill his spiritual destiny by flying to the moon and defeating the evil Moon King Gibby. That is pretty much all we know, because all the text in this game, once again, is randomly generated. So we're coming up in this area which has a crystal and a television. We're going to activate the crystal, which I'll explain a little bit later when it comes back into play. And when you watch television in this game, you actually learn new spells you can cast in battle. This spell is called Mystic Meat, and it props up a giant wall of ground beef, which somehow prevents debuffs from happening in battle.
So these are like all enemy encounters, by the way, that he's like deftly dodging around. We don't actually want to fight things in this RPG. There's no experience or anything, so there's nothing to be gained from doing so.
No, yeah, there's no experience.
This game describes itself on the store page as a recreational program with light JRPG elements, and I find that, I call it a playable prog rock album cover.
So yeah,
I like that.
We've warped into this alternate dimension, which I don't really know what it is, like most things in the game. So yeah, we're walking through here past what is either a giant Tangela or the flying spaghetti monster.
He's chill.
Yeah. He's also an enemy encounter, so we don't want to walk into him.
No, and these will like cream you at this point because he's doing things way out of sequence.
Yeah.
The game is the sort of game that will not prevent you from doing things like way out of order, even though it will probably murder you.
Yeah, for the most part, the game does not tell you what to do, and you just have to figure it out for yourself, which is pretty much what most of the time casually playing this game is spent doing.
Recreational program.
So we're warping out of there, and now we're going to our friend Sam Snosa's house. Now, the dialogue suggests that we already know each other, and she's going to be looking for her magical gauntlets, but it turns out she's just lazy. They're in a hole in her basement, so we just got them. We're going to walk by that pile of money because we do not need it, just lying out there in the open.
Man, I wish I would be able to find piles of money lying around.
And we're in her house, which looks like a 1990s Nickelodeon cartoon. So yeah, we're watching TV here to learn a skill called Bubbles. Now, Bubbles is a really powerful poisoning move. Poisoning moves in this game really inflict a lot of damage over the course of each turn. We really want to avoid these skulls because they will insta-kill us, so if we... oof.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I meant to do that, actually, because when you die in this game, you get sent to the afterlife, and you can revisit any crystal you have activated before. So we're going to go back to to home.
So notably, when you die and then revive from the afterlife, you don't recover your health. He's at like 1 health right now, so if he touches an enemy, he will probably explode.
So we're in the city, which is called Vusfeni, the Noisome City. The city's name is actually randomly generated at the beginning of each playthrough from a list of syllables. And so is the name of the mountain we are climbing right now, which is more of a staircase than a mountain.
Okay, these are not random encounters. They're NPC. The line between NPC and person that wants you dead in this game is very thin.
Yeah. This is Mount... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
Karen...
What he said. All right. So we're going to go through these, which are the cone cultists, which are a pain to encounter.
Yeah, those are enemies. That guy
isn't. That guy's named Duduzmel, and he's like a sentient leech, and he's going to want us to find a paper cup. But it turns out there's a secret infinite pile right underneath that tent, which I'm not even sure why it exists, because I don't think we're supposed to find it.
Yeah, you're supposed to actually like go find a paper cup by looking in a specific location in this mountain, but there's just kind of one there by the bed, and we're like, is that supposed to be there?
So it's a weird quest. So yeah, we used a water cooler, which restores our maximum will, which increases our maximum will points by 50. Will points are pretty much mana points or energy points, which lets us do spells. That's a walking TV, which teaches us space shurikens, which is a double-powered attack that'll always go first. So that's gonna be our primary attack from here on out. This is our first battle. It's the Flesh Stash, and we are intentionally gonna lose it because the Flesh Stash only deals counterattacks. So we're just gonna prime that. All right. Should we a couple more turns?
Dudulsman's actually doing like too good at dodging right now.
Yeah,
He's not dying fast enough.
Oh, come on, Dudulsmal, die. There we go. There we go, he's dead.
Wayne's crew was slain.
That is easily just the best death message.
I've got to say, I've never seen a skull like that before, and I hope I never do again.
That is the best death animation in the history of death animation.
You will see it again. This game's getting a sequel.
Oh, yeah.
So we rested up there to restore all of our HP and our energy, and we gave something else for her magical gauntlet.
Good dodge.
And we are all ready for our first boss fight.
This game has those.
Yeah, it's an RPG.
Yeah, so because like experience and levels isn't really a thing in this, status effects are king. That's why we got Bubbles Whale, because poison in this game is wicked nasty strong.
Also, paralysis just does not let you move at all.
Nope. It's not like a random thing like Pokemon. You just, you do not get to play the game.
So a little bit more lore here. We have access to a boat. However, we can't really go that far in the boat because the harbor which it's docked in has been blocked off by a gate. And the only way to open that gate is to defeat a monster called the Horrid Projection, which lives right in here. We're going to see it here. All right, so we're going to do Bubbles to poison the projection first, and we're going to take out the guard first with Space Shurikens. The guard died on the first turn, which is good RNG. Sometimes the guard will actually do his job and guard, and then his defense increases and he doesn't die.
So like poison does percent of max HP
there we go.
damage, I'm pretty sure. So like it's a lot. That was very fast.
That was very fast. That was like 3 turns. That's like the best RNG you can get for this fight.
He's doing safety saves here because if a fight goes wrong, he can just like flat down.
Yeah, I can.
And that will suck.
Yeah, the boss fights in this game are really close. So now we're just going to do our third Death Warp and final one. Now this is a little tricky because these guys
just elbowed Warmham. Excuse me.
Don't hurt him.
Don't hurt him.
I didn't do it on purpose, Warmham.
Yeah.
Sorry.
These guys do a lot of self-boosting moves, but now they've killed us, so yeah. And enjoy this death animation while you can, because this is the last time we'll see it.
Hopefully.
Don't jinx yourself.
It's actually important, though.
All right, so since we've died 3 times, we have access to a secret balcony down here, which has a water cooler, but more importantly, has a weapon called the Bestial Axe, which is a very powerful weapon, which we're going to use later on, and that's going to really speed up the run. And also, this Death Warp is skipping the cutscene trigger for Act 2, which is on the exit to the castle.
I was going to say, I've actually never, seen the Act 2 transition ever. I didn't know it existed. I was convinced it was like a weird thing the game was doing to be quirky.
Neither did I, really. So here's the aforementioned boat. So listen to this really chill boat music. And party's over.
Appreciate that, chill. So the music, the graphics are all done by one person, Mason Linroth. And again, all the graphics are claymation, so he individually sculpts them and then green screens them. Yeah. I don't really understand the process, but it's ridiculous.
And this game was made in RPG Maker. So yeah, we're in an underground graveyard, which is quite a bit redundant. Whoops. Don't want to run to the ghost. This is fine.
Okay, he ran out.
All right.
See, like I said, because he came back to life from the afterlife, he has 1 HP. So if he fails to run away from a ghost here, he will explode.
So basically, we're just flipping some switches underneath a few stones to access the next area. And I do have time for a few donations right here.
The movements here are kind of random.
All right, you've got a lot of support here in these donations. We got a $50 donation from Cymarth. Had to tune in at 5 a.m. for a run from my friend, the Flapping Swordfish. Just one question. Why? Why did you have to corrupt the minds of these poor innocent viewers with Hylics? Why couldn't you just run a normal game like Pepsi Man? Good luck, and I'll be around to watch the faces melt right off the audience.
I regret nothing. All right.
I ran this game. It's awesome.
I have time for a few more.
All right. We have a $20 donation from Prolix. Hey, Marlin, good luck on the run. I know it's tough to follow up cat lateral damage, but if anyone's up to the challenge, it's you. And everyone else, if you can hear this, go follow my buddy, TheFlyingMarlin. We also have a $25 donation from Johnny. Stayed up all night to watch my friend, TheFlyingMarlin's run, and it's finally here. All I can say is fire up!
Wow, I actually got that reference. All right.
You got a whole donation brigade you got there.
I do. One more.
Ooh, good dodge. That was tight.
I think it's time for one more quick one.
All right, we have
man.
$100 donations from Super Shiggy. I assume the singer.
Yeah.
Go Marlins. Send lots of love from all the Leebles. P.S. Is Pepsi an instrument? Are the green leaves an instrument?
Oh, I almost died there. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Shiki, for throwing me off there.
You should explain.
So this area is called the walking simulator because ideally all we'll be doing here is just walking because these pink guys will not let us escape from battle if we encounter them.
And again, we're still at 1 HP, so
Yeah.
if he touches them, we detonate.
So yeah, we're coming up on a trick called Veggie Skip. And Veggie Skip is...
We with Veggie Skip. This is my contribution
we
to the run.
squeeze between Gumby and this pink guy who we cannot escape from. Gumby will let us escape, so we just gotta wait for the cycles to sync up a bit.
The timing is somewhat particular.
There we go. All right, there we go.
Oh boy.
You broke
okay.
it.
There we go.
Okay.
Didn't have to encounter him, we just stopped him in his tracks. So now we're moving on to part 2 of the walking simulator, which starts out awkwardly quietly. And there we go. So yeah, walk with these statues, and then one of them will just randomly start chasing us.
Those will kill you if they make contact.
Yeah, they're insta-kill, but luckily we know where we're going, so we can see him just get lost and just give up.
You know, I like how some of the design in here, some of it, like, the people look like people and the monsters look like monsters.
Individually sculpted from
And
clay.
Yeah.
then those statues that were chasing you, I have no clue what that was. It was just like weird appendages. I can't
I
even
am
explain it.
dying to know what the workflow for this game was. Mason, write a book.
Yeah. So this is a cutscene for Act 3, and there are noticeably more switches here. Oops.
Yep. Also, bypassing Act 2 completely. Just this is Act 3 now.
Yeah, this is Act 3.
Act
And
2 did not happen.
The whole point of that previous section was so we can get access to this cool little airship, which allows us to fly anywhere, not just to places with docks like the boat. We're just going to fly to the city right now, and we're going to do our first round of purchases here. Now, there are 3 stores in the game. There's the accoutrement store, which we're about to enter, and then the armor store and the weapon store. Now, we're only going to be using the armor store throughout this run because the accoutrement store, in addition to being very pretentiously named, it doesn't really sell anything useful, and we can find all the weapons we need elsewhere.
The Watchament store?
Accoutrement.
Accoutrement?
Yeah, it's pretentious.
It's a word. It's a word.
So we're going to buy 2 combat bells. Oops. And we're going to give them to Dudosmal and Wayne. Now, the game has an optimize function, which automatically gives each party member what the game thinks is the best loadout. And in this case, that's what we want. So we gave Dudosmal the bestial axe, which we found earlier, and we gave Wayne the dirk, which was Dudosmal's previous weapon. And Samsnosa was fine the way she was.
Yeah, equipment in this game isn't super complicated, so the optimize function is actually like right more
Yeah.
often than not.
Yeah.
Also, we restored our health and will by like taking a bath together, as one does.
In a public place, no less.
Naturally.
Yeah.
It's-
And we paid money for it.
That is like probably by far one of the least weird things in this game so far.
Oh, easily.
I don't know why I've zeroed in on that one in particular.
Yeah, we're flying over here. And now we're going into this giant seashell. And there's a puzzle we have to solve to access the next part of it. Now, luckily, it's the same every time, and the key is on the other side of the island. All right, quick safety save here. And there's an evil knight here named Pangorma who has 2 guards. So we're going to do bubbles to poison him, and then we're going to take out the left guard with space shurikens.
Good.
He died the first turn, which is good RNG.
Damage. See, he passed on the TV in the underground graveyard,
Yeah,
which gives you a healing spell because he likes to play by the seat of his pants.
Come on.
Close.
Oh, close. Oh, come on.
boy.
Wayne, pull through.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. So, yeah.
Your crew was
All right.
slain.
Enjoy it. I'm just going to... All right, and...
It's an RPG.
It's an RPG.
Here be random.
Yeah, it's very RNG dependent. So, second time's a charm. I think that's how the saying goes.
Okay.
We'll accept it for now.
You got your 1 turn. Somsnosa is like the big damage dealer here, so you kind of
Yeah,
Somsnosa
at this point. And it does one too. Wayne is a little less though.
Well, everyone's still alive right now, so
Yep.
it looks like it's going to be going better.
Okay,
poison.
The poison is whatever. This is looking better.
I'm just gonna do Mystic Meat to get rid of the poison. There we go.
Okay.
That's Pangorma.
That's much better.
He's dead, except he's not actually dead. He's joining our party.
Now we have a 4th party member.
Yeah.
So, why was the music in that fight like the most melodic of any of the music we've heard so far?
It's like that across the game. The battle music is like chiller than the overworld
Yeah.
music with some degree of frequency.
Yeah. Pangorma actually has a really powerful spell you can cast called Partial Destruct, which removes a quarter of an enemy's remaining health. That's going to be really useful in the first turns of the upcoming boss fights.
And we just took another bath together to restore our health.
Returned home, took a bath, and then you have to like hope your cats don't get in the way when they're way out.
Yeah, and I hope the cats don't fart either. All right, so now we're headed to this sketchy little tower randomly in the middle of nowhere. I'll climb all the way to the top. It's really cool.
I like this visual effect.
It is really cool, yeah.
It's very simple, effective use of background.
All right, we're gonna drink another water cup here.
So normally paper cups are like you find them throughout the game, but we picked up like a bunch at the start from the infinite dispenser.
All right, so this guy is the Clawman. He's going to want us to give him the password to the other part of this building. We don't know it, so he's going to get mad and try to kill us. So we're going to do partial destruct on him and attack him. Ooh.
So you can't find the password. You have to fight this guy.
It's impossible. It's literally impossible. So here we go. All right, this fight's always really close.
100. Ooh, Soms no sir. 5 health.
All right, come on.
Make it work, dude.
Oh, come on.
It's spreading evenly.
Right,
like
come on. Oh, come on. There we go. That's the Clawman fight. We got 999,000 or $9,999, and we're about to get even more.
So fortunately, one of the good things about this as an RPG is because there's no experience points as a concept, it doesn't matter if party members finish the fight dead. They can't. No one levels up anyway. So
we just printed out $250,000, which is a lot of money. All right, so now we're gonna head out. We have enough money to go to space, I think. And now we're gonna fly back. This great airship's gonna pull back to its port in the city. Oops. And we're gonna spend all the money we got. And I do have time for a couple more donations, speaking of money.
All right. We have a $10 donation from Iku Acme. What am I witnessing? A video game or a Monty Python fever dream? I honestly can't tell anymore.
I have used those exact words to describe it.
We also have a $10 donation from Tough Souls who says, I can't tell what's going on and I love it. Two kinds of people, I guess. We have a $15 donation from Lunar Penguin who says, Pepsi Marlin.
I like how he just bought 11 berry shields despite there only being 4 party members because it made more sense to just hit the up key rather than actually trying to scroll to the correct number. He has more money than sense.
I do.
I've got to say, I noticed that when you came up here, you actually have a Hylics shirt, which I was like, holy crap, that's amazing.
Whoops. Actually, I took 2 baths. I love the walk cycle animations for the party, like Wayne just flailing his arms around.
They have a very strong energy. Mm-hmm. Everyone should aspire to have a walk cycle like that.
So I gave everybody a berry shield, which is a really powerful shield which boosts your maximum health by quite a bit, in addition to providing protection. Unfortunately, I did have to equip it manually. So this gentleman here is selling hot dogs and spaceship keys. That's a pretty normal cart to have.
He also bought like a bunch of hot dogs because this.
So yeah. So unlike the prey runner we saw earlier, we do have a key for the spaceship, and we can get in here.
This guy just wanders around.
This guy wanders around, and we hope he does not encounter us. Sometimes they can trap you on the same tile for like 20 turns in a row, which happened to me yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that in practice.
In the practice run, he was stuck on that same tile as where he activates the key for like, I don't know, 20 some encounters. It was just ridiculous.
It does eventually go away. It's not a soft lock. It just goes for a while.
So now
it looked like one.
It did. So now we're on the moon, which is apparently just a giant set of floating islands, and we are entering Gibby's castle for the final battle. Now, unfortunately, there are a lot of guards, so we're about to battle a lot of them, or we just plow right through them. So we found the Simmery Axe, which is a very powerful weapon. We're going to give it to Wayne.
Now Wayne can do big damage.
Yes, now Wayne can do big ouch. So yeah, now we're gonna go to his toilet, and we found a juice pack in there, which will come into play a little later. Normally, I do not advise people to drink juice packs they find in toilets, but I think you can make an exception in this particular instance. All right.
We've become too powerful.
More guards.
Now I am Death, Destroyer of Worlds.
All right, there's Gumby.
Or there was Gumby.
Yeah. Oh, there's Clawman again. Oh, there he is. Bye, Clawman. So yeah, he's a lot easier the second time around. There's a dead animal lying right there. This game got dark quickly. And there's Gibby with 2 statues next to him. He is an orange, I think. I think he's supposed to be a moon. So yeah, so Gibby has 2 statues. We're gonna take out the left one first because that's the healing statue, and the right one just has more attack. Partial destruct on Gibby. All right.
Again, keeping Mystic Meat to have your ailment guard up is super important.
Super important, especially on this one.
Getting a status ailment will murder you.
And these guys are very opportunistic when it comes to that. So Pongorma, on pretty much every turn, is going to give us a hot dog, which is a party-wide healing potion. We could not win this fight without hot dogs.
Honestly, that's the most realistic.
So yeah, hot dogs are amazing. So yeah, the left statue should go down right now. There's the left statue. So the rest of the fight's gonna be a lot more quick because
Big damage.
Oh
Big
gosh.
damage.
Oh gosh.
okay, this is fine. Mystic meat, space shuriken, attack, and then hot dog.
Will Pongoma manage to go in first? Okay, he did go
Okay,
first.
good.
All right.
Pongoma is fast. That helps.
Yeah, so time will not be called at the end of this fight. There's a little bit more after that. Oops. And so we're gonna use the juice pack, which actually restores everybody's will points to maximum. So it's gonna really speed up the rest of the battle.
No.
Nope. Pongorma's dead. That's fine though. All right.
You just need to kill Gibby. The other statue doesn't matter.
Right, so yep, it doesn't matter.
killed it
But
anyway.
we killed it anyway. So yeah.
You can't really get away with leaving it alive. It'll
Meat,
murder you.
things, hot dogs. All right. So this it should be a couple more turns.
Yeah, this
So
is
let's give it
looking all right.
Oh,
Actually, wow.
Jeez.
a- There we go. That's Gibby.
There you go.
We have killed the evil Moon King Gibby and at the cost of Pongorma. So now we all got the maximum number of XP possible because there is no experience points, but we got it. We're all level 63 now. But Gibby rigged the moon to explode when he died, so we got to get out of here. And unfortunately, that animal's dead, so we cannot save the animals. Sorry.
You didn't miss a beat during that boss fight either. Like every turn, you were like quickly thinking and just like
Yeah.
that was kind of wild, man.
So we've flown home while the moon just vanishes out of existence, and Wayne is reflecting on his journey.
At least his face doesn't melt this time.
No, it doesn't. That's what you think. So yeah, he had a randomly generated monologue of text, and time's gonna be called when this lever stops moving. So time.
T-int.
All right. That's Hylics. It's a really cool game. Yeah,
Mason Linroth, with apologies to these people.
Yeah. Shout outs to Mason Linroth, as well as to Punchy, Warm Ham, who's on the couch kind of, and also introduced me to the game, as well as Stoic Rose, Crudes, Quatropus, and Nixus. That's the entirety of the leaderboard right there. So yeah, you can actually keep wandering around after you finish the game. I'm not going to do that though, because
The end. This game's getting a sequel and it looks
the
awesome.
sequel should be coming out like any day now. It's coming out sometime this summer. So yeah,
It's just going to be another even bigger fever dream. I know it.
it definitely will be. So yeah,
All right.
that's Hylics.
Well done, dude.
All right, we will be right back after a brief ad from Twitch. All right, we're going to run a couple of brief ads, but stick around because we will be right back.
Got a cool design you want to have printed on a tee? Bring it over to TheYeti.com. We have a bunch of colored tees to choose from. We'll review your design, and if yours gets accepted, we'll schedule a sale date. Your design will be available for 24 hours only, and you'll get $150 per shirt sold and 3 free shirts on us. After that, you'll still keep the rights to your work. Neat, huh? Visit TheYeti.com/submit today.
All right, Chrono.gg. All purchases on the SGDQ official game store contribute to the Doctors Without Borders donation goal. So if you head on over to sgdq.chrono.gg, you can grab a deeply discounted game, and it all goes to charity. And another one of our sponsors is World9 Gaming. From esports to retro consoles, PCs to arcades, World9 Gaming aims to provide the highest quality video gaming experience to events in the Midwest and beyond. With their mix of nostalgic and modern consoles, professional tournaments, and expansive game library, World9 is ready to take over your event and take it to the next level. All right, let's clear out some of these Hylics donations while we're getting the next game set up here. We have a $5 donation from Klaus Live. This feels like I'm watching an old 70s or 80s MTV music video. We have a $25 donation from Red Tang, who says, "Hey, I'll just stay up and watch Silly Block so I don't have nightmares from Resident Evil 2. Oh, how naive I was. Well played, SGDQ. We have a $25 donation from John W. Clifton. "I've been up all night running calls on an ambulance. We finally got a break, so I decided to catch a few minutes of the stream. Now I'm not sure if I'm still awake or having a fever dream." We have an anonymous $50 donation. They say, "Big love for Hylics. Such fun visuals." I agree. I loved the fun visuals. We have a $15 donation from Paranoid Ninja. "First time donating. The late night blocks are always the best and most unique. Loving this weird game, Hylics." We have a $5 donation from Medi Melancholy. "Hylics is a truly unique game and a real work of art. I'm so happy to see it getting some love in the speedrunning community. Best of luck on the run, and I hope everyone at the event has a great day." We have a $50 donation from Hellcat Striker. "Is it just me, or does it look like the Red Pyramid from Silent Hill wouldn't look out of place in the Hylics hype train?" We have a $6 donation from Egan. "I should be working, but I'm too in awe of this beautiful fever dream. Thank you for sharing it with the world." We have a $25 donation from a beaver in a bee suit. "What an interesting game to wake up to. Another reason Silly Game Block is my favorite part of the week." Just a reminder, we have some incentives coming up. The Nuclear Throne Loop 10 Showcase is still sitting at $6,156.39 out of $7,500. Nuclear Throne is an extremely difficult game, so if you want to see more of that at high-level play, I strongly suggest you donate. Speaking of which, we have a $25 donation from Mr. Distinct who says, can't wait to see my boy Fishy play Loop 10 Showcase. We have the